Hello students, welcome to Vyas Education Kota. Yes, it is time to continue further with the chapter Permutations and Combinations. The first exercise was pretty simple and it was a pretty small exercise but very important. Very crucial exercise. It was based on the fundamental theorem of counting. The next exercise is based on some calculations related to factorial. The first time you are introduced to factorial and you are supposed to do some calculations based on that, solve some equations based on that. This is what the second exercise is based on. Once again, a relatively simple, small exercise, and if you know the basic concepts of factorial, you will be able to solve all the questions of this exercise very well. Let's discuss the questions from Permutations Combinations exercise 7.2 over here. First question says evaluate 8 factorial. Oh, we are supposed to find that 8 factorial. Yes, let's find that 8 factorial. You should remember a few factorials, right? A few factorials, yes. Let's say 1 factorial is pretty simple. 1, 2 factorial is 2, 3 factorial is actually 3 times 2, which is 6, right? You can understand or you can find 3 factorial in two ways. This is 3 times 2 times 1, which is 6, or you could directly do 3 times 2 factorial, which is 3 times this 2, which is 6, okay? Further, 4 factorial can be similarly found in terms of 4 times 3 factorial, which is 24. 5 factorial, instead of multiplying all numbers from 1 to 5, let's multiply 5 times this 24, which is 4 factorial. What is that giving me? This is 120. 6 factorial will be equal to 6 times 5 factorial. What is that? 6 factorial is 720. 7 factorial. Now up till 6 factorial, if you memorize, at least memorize up to 5 factorial, this is important. Even 6 factorial is pretty simple, right? 7 factorial onwards, if you memorize it is good, but if you don't, then also it's okay. This is 7 times 720, 6 factorial. What's that? This is 0, 7 times 2 is 14, 4 and 5040 is what I get. 7 factorial is 5040. Then you have 8 factorial. 8 factorial will be 8 times 7 factorial, and this is what is required. This is 8 times 5040, and what's the value? This is 0, 8, 4, 32, 2 and 3 carry 8 times 5 is 40, 40320 is the value of 8 factorial, and that's my answer for the first part. What about the second part? Second part is pretty simple. 4 factorial minus 3 factorial. Now, if you remember 4 factorial, it's very simple. This is 24 minus 6, which is 18. Or alternatively, if you are given 2 consecutive terms or similar, close enough terms in terms of factorial, what you can do is 4 factorial minus 3 factorial can be written in terms of 4 times 3 factorial minus 3 factorial. Oh, why are we elongating this whole thing? Just to give you a glimpse that it is very simple, right? This is 6. And this is 3, which is 18, right? This is an alternate approach, which is also okay. This is pretty simple. This is what you can follow. We could calculate 8 factorial directly as well in the first part. Yes, we could have calculated that. But then you should memorize these values, and therefore I've mentioned them in front of you. If you memorize this as well, then it's very good, right? Up till 6 factorial, 720 is the value, and that is something which you should memorize, right? With this, that's the end of this complete question.